Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. And I hope today's topic really clears a lot of your doubts about confidence, what confidence is. And the answer might surprise you. Yes, it's a soft skill, but there is more to the confidence than we can think of, right? And before I do all that, thank you so much for all of you who support my channels, whether it's on YouTube, it's on Instagram or Facebook. I really, really appreciate that. And because, as you all know, when we make such videos, it gives us so much of encouragement when you say you like the videos, you DM me, and that part of the video touched your heart, it changed how you were doing things. So all these things personally gives me a lot of encouragement to move forward and make such more knowledgeable videos where I just able to add even slightest of value to your lives. All right, so with that, let's get started for today's video. So, what are we talking about today? So, we are talking about confidence. And I want to ask you a question here that are you chasing the confidence, or you think that confidence is inborn when you're born with it for some people? Because a lot of people have this all these myths about confidence. You're born with it. Some people are confident because they are just born with it. So I will try to tell you something like confidence. I would say, like, if you want to understand from that perspective, it's the most important thing you can train yourself. Yes, you can train yourself. I'll explain it to you all, right? And I don't know why people leave out this important part of confidence from success plans, right? When you're writing a success plan about yourself, about something you really, really want to do, you wish to do, and you just leave out that part because you feel that part is like, oh, I'm confident enough to go ahead and do it. That shit is usually not the case. So, what is the most eye opener thing about confidence is you cannot fake it. You have to have that confidence, right? So, people can see if you don't have that confidence when you're doing something, right? People can understand you because we all are human beings. We know when a person is very confident and sometimes you are not, right? And that is okay as well. So today in this live, I wanted to talk to you about the challenge to all the misconceptions about confidence. And it might surprise you today. And also I'll be talking about very eight uncommon kind of confidence. Some of them are common, but you might not have heard it, but they do exist. All right. So let's get started. So, what are we talking today about? We're talking about confidence. And as we all know, what confidence is, where you are able to present your abilities to the people with a lot of, I would say, confidence, which is something you think that you can show without showing any apprehensions around it, right? You are not fearful when you talk with confidence. Number one, that's how the confidence is looked at, correct? So now let me ask you, either you have confidence or you don't. Is there a gray area between these two? I have confidence, I don't have a confidence. Yes, there's a gray area. And why? Because you can build upon confidence, you can easily build upon. And not all the people who are extrovert are confident people, or not extrovert or how they present themselves all the time are the most confident people as well. So please try to understand all these myths and we'll be debunking them one by one. So, number one is confidence is not a personality, right? Personality is something which you have, like you're if you're a kind person, that's your personality, that because that is your value you show to the world. You're born with it, you have a personality of that. Some people have personality of other natures, right? So confidence is not. So let me give a little bit background with the science now. It's literally a soft skill. Now, you would ask me what's a soft skill. We all know that a person is able uh, to present themselves more effectively, whatever soft skill they are having. For example, communication, there could be emotional intelligence, and so many of those, right? And soft skills can be very situational, they can be learned, as we all know, and they have play a very big role in influencing people. So that's your soft skill, correct? So we call confidence also as a soft skill, correct? And how you can build a confidence, if you talk about the science behind the confidence, you can do it through changing your mindset, number one. Number two, repetition of something which you are doing. And number three, your environment. So these are the three ways you can really build upon your self confidence, as we call it. So, what is the neuroplasticity in science? It is like when you are rewiring your brain, and for the new patterns, correct? New neurons are built, new neural pathways are built, correct? And if you learn something new all the time, and if you, of course, you have to be backing it up with a repetition. Otherwise, let's say you have a skill, you learned it today, and if you don't repeat it, you don't practice it, what happens? It'll go away. Remember that. Always remember that. Okay. So the so the science behind is that yes, you can build upon confidence. Remember that, right? And how you can do it? You can do it through repetitions. You can do it through changing your mindset. There are so many tools and techniques which I always share with all my clients. And you can always through build confidence through what? Environment, correct? So you try to keep yourself in an environment when people are able to see your potential, and they're able to, most importantly, number two, they're able to contribute into it, so that you are making some strive in it, or you're moving forward with it. Okay. So you have to forget about the people who are not seeing you what you can do, but other people who are really helping you in shaping up your potential. Now today I'll be talking about 8 types of confidence, and I will explain you one by one which category do you fit yourself in. Okay. So there is a creative confidence. Like some people are, like I said, they have a personality of an artist. They have a very uniqueness in expressing themselves. Like I would call like all the painters, all the artistic people, right, in the world, and they have very uniqueness to express their emotions and the confidence through like whatever they choose to do it, right? So that is a very creative confidence. Now you can ask me over here, can I have a creative confidence and the confidence? Yes. So creative confidence will help you to build your self confidence. So try to understand that. Okay. The second number of confidence, which I really wanted to share it with you all, is social confidence. Now, what social confidence is like what? So you are very comfortable with yourself in the social gatherings. Listen to me. The confidence only come when you are comfortable with yourself in any social gathering. Correct? So when you go to a social gathering, you are not kind of having this nervousness around you, and you can see the people very clearly. Only how you can see the people? When you know about yourself very clearly, what you could do, what you cannot do. I'll talk about that as well. Okay. So this helps you with a lot of conflict resolutions, networking with the people, and so on and so forth. And then also, um, one of the attributes which I personally feel is very important in social gatherings or the social confidence is active listening. So, not many people have that patience to listen to you that well. So, you know what they do? They quickly just, okay, okay, yeah, I know, and they start to move forward, right? So, there are people like that as well. So, next time when you are in a social gathering, try to cultivate the listening part of it. You know, have fun, but listening is very, very important. Okay, now next one is very interesting confidence. I don't think many of you might have heard it. I don't know about that, but it is known as epistemic confidence. Now what does that mean? That means that somebody who's confident 100% on their competence. There are people like that, right? So when you go to meet somebody, or you know, a coworker or any of that, and you would see they are 100% sure of their competence, right? Okay, I can do this, I can do this. Those are the people I'm talking about, right? So number four confidence is self-confidence, which is nothing but confidence in yourself. Now confidence in yourself does not mean only with the confidence what you're doing. Confidence in yourself means literally that your personal goal, your personal values, you're aligned with. Okay, always remember when you're trying to project in a big group, or if you're a part of a big group, or when you're talking to people, so self confidence is utterly important. Why? Because it is aligned with your goals. So you don't get influenced with an external environment to you, right? You say what you want to say, you do what you want to do. Okay, are you clear? That is the self confidence. All right. So remember that, like, I have seen so many of my clients and so many people have hard time expressing themselves in the gatherings. So self confidence is when you are able to say what you want to say and you're able to do what you want to do. So remember those two things, okay? So that is the self confidence. Now, here you cannot overdo it. Why? Because you have to keep everything in mind. So that's why we're going in these three, or so far four confidences, and I want you to really see which one you want to develop upon and which one you already have. That's why these eight confidences are very important to understand. Okay, and self confidence, when you start to build on your self confidence, what happens? A lot of optimism comes in, right? So you start to feel very optimistic about things. Try it out. Next time when you are in a big gathering or something happens, you see that how you are presenting yourself, and this will help you to develop a lot of optimistic mindset. Okay, so try it out. But the only time you need to really execute it when you are 100% sure what you want to say or what you want to do. That is your confidence in self. The next one is calm confidence. Now you would say, oh wow, that's a new one. Why would you say calm? This, there is something called as calm confidence. And what does that mean? The state of mind where you are in the present moment. Have you seen sometimes you don't need to say anything? Have you noticed that part? Correct? And you have this ability to be very patient with the situation going on. So that is also confidence. Don't undermine that. Okay. Calm confidence is a very powerful confidence. All right. Leaders usually use calm confidence quite often. They know that when to stay quiet and when to speak something, right? So remember that calm confidence is one of the powerhouses you can develop upon or get trained on. Okay, so that is your calm confidence. Number six is when, like, let's say you have adventurous mind. Okay, when you show uh, like, let's say you're gone on a vacation, right? So you have to try something new. All right. So, okay, let me tell you a story over here. A few weeks back, I went on a vacation, right? And we went to a place where there was a suspension bridge, which was like 1100 feet higher than the level of the ground. And so I was a bit nervous. Of course, all family, like they were like, no, no, we can all do it. Like everybody had a little bit of nervousness, correct, to go. But I wanted to go because I just wanted to see how it is. And I went on it, the suspension bridge. So it's known as Sky Bridge, okay? And it was so much fun I had. And the confidence which it gave me, oh wow, it was nothing. So you are walking on a bridge, suspension bridge, usually they move when you walk on them. Okay. And then you can see all the valley and everything mountains beneath it. So some people don't even go there, right? But I went with my family and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So this kind of confidence, when you do it in the adventure form, which is known as adventurous confidence, usually people do it on the vacations and all that. It's like facing the fears, adrenaline rush, or probably sometimes when you change your careers. This is known as adventurous confidence. Okay. So this is also a kind of confidence which you should keep doing once in a while, which this that will help you a lot. Okay. Now the sixth one is very funny. It's an awkward confidence. What does that mean? So, have you seen some people, when you meet them, they make fun of themselves? Now, these people make fun of themselves and let other people laugh on them because they're also exhibiting a confidence that they can make fun of themselves and not being misunderstood. Isn't that fascinating? This is known as awkward confidence. So if you are confident enough, then only you can tell a funny story or let people make fun of you or things of that nature because you are assured within you or you have confidence within you that okay, these people are laughing for this for the time. I know who I am, so that's a confidence. Okay, and you next time you observe it, how many people are able to do that? They're making fun of themselves. So an act foolish, like for instance, acting in karaoke in front of strangers, right? So try out that. So laughing at yourself, like telling a joke about yourself, things of that nature. The last one, number 8, is emotional confidence. I don't know how many of you have heard it, but there is a thing called emotional confidence where you are vulnerable and you're honest. Correct? Now, if you're confident in yourself, and there could be a situation which could be emotional in nature, right? But you can show your vulnerability to it. Remember, okay? So you are openly expressing, for example, like so many people have hard time crying in the public. You know why? Because their emotional confidence is not developed yet, or they have not built upon their emotional confidence. There's no harm in crying in the public, but they feel that why should I? I'll be judged upon. Correct? So once you show your vulnerability to the people will be able to connect with you, right? And there might be like most of us who would not like to cry, that's fine too. But the emotional confidence comes from when you're able to show your vulnerability. So if you're feeling sad for something, you're able to say that I'm truly sad. So emotions overtake this confidence. Okay, so you're having a confidence where emotions are taking over and you're combining both. So that is known as um, emotional confidence, and a lot of self-awareness is required in that when you're talking about emotional confidence, because you are self-aware of your emotions, right? So you're able to express your emotions well. So remember that. So that's a more part of, like I would say, emotional intelligence, right? So just excuse me. So now these are the 8 confidences, and see which one you are really having and which ones you really want to build upon. Because If you're able to build on each one of them by taking few actions for yourself, I can assure you that you're going to become very confident in life as such. Okay? And all these different eight confidences, people usually don't talk about. They feel that, oh, it's not important because they feel the confidence is all about loud, talking loudly at all the places. That gives them more power, that gives them confidence, but that is not the case. So, this is what I was trying to tell you all. So, what are the building blocks of confidence? So, I call them as again eight C's. So, pay attention to these ones because this would surprise you something, you know. So, the building blocks are courage. So, take small, bold steps. You know, you don't have to do always being the loudest one in the crowd. Please remember that. Confidence doesn't build always builds on the loudest one. You know, leaders usually refrain from being always the loudest one in the crowd. Okay, if they need to, they speak in the public, but they know when to stop. So this is what I was telling you. So number two, how you can build confidence is relationships are the very most important part of it. Why? Because if you don't have supportive people around you, your confidence level will drop. I can literally say drop. Okay. Number three, how you can do a comeback. Okay, you had a problem, you faced it, things happen, but how you can come back. Always remember that. Number four is now competence is very important. So you have to master your competence if you really want to build, you know, yourself as a more confident person in the future. Correct? Number five, consciously. Now you have to be present consciously also, right? Confident people are usually uh, they're present very consciously. They're present at the moment. They don't think about the past at that time, about the future. So you have to do that trait as well or develop that trait. Number six, confident people, and if you want to build upon a super clarity. Clarity about what? Clarity about their strengths, clarity about their weaknesses as well. Okay. Number seven, compassion. Now, you would always find somebody who's very successful and who's a leader, who's confident person, as we call them, are also very kind person. They are usually working from the area of compassion. So you have to show humbleness, compassion to the world. Okay. And the eighth one is conduct. So this is a very important one as well. So if you're a confident person, great. But are you able to conduct yourself or do you have the manners to take your responsibilities? How you really act around your responsibilities is so important. So remember this eight C's if you really want to build upon that. First, you identify from your eight types of confidence where are you lacking or where you want to build upon, and then you work on these eight C's, which would extremely help you to build your confidence level to next level if you want to really really understand what self confidence is. All right. So I usually say confidence is primarily emotional because the connection to the world and how you connect with the people is also utterly important in that, right? So I personally like these three quotes, which I would end up this live with. Confidence isn't about being loudest in the room, it's about being the truest to yourself in the room. How fascinating is that, right? The second one is you don't wait for the confidence to arrive, you create it. Always remember that with every small brave step you take. So you don't wait, oh, confidence will come to me, oh, I'll do this to become a confident. No, you start doing something about it. Okay. And the last one is real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to shout out, but it simply shines. Okay. So just be true to yourself. You create your confidence. Okay. True to yourself, create your confidence, and just show a real confidence by simply shining what you have. All right. So I hope this confidence and self-confidence and you have able to understood what you can do about it and move forward in your life. All right. So let me take up some questions over here. Thank you for being with me today. I always thought confidence was a personality trait, not a skill. Mind blown. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, not a lot of people think like that. It's a skill you can build upon. Okay, it might take some time for some people, but it's a soft skill. We clearly say it, right? Time and again, and science proves it. How you can do it. So it's that skill. Heart of Humanity says if confidence can be learned, that changes everything for career growth. Oh yes, but you have to really put in your hard work because people think confidence. That's why I explained you those eight confidences. Where are you lacking in them, and how you can build upon them, and which one needs more attention of yours, building as a skill rather than others. So just if you watch the video again, you will get your answers. And the last one is says soft skill. Malik says soft skill are underrated. Confidence open doors to technical skills can. Yes, that's why I'm explaining you all in very different manner. Like there could be so many different types of confidences, like those eight. Think which ones are relatable to you. And this is one skill I think everybody should learn to move forward in their life if they want to improve on their, let's say, career, relationships, or financial situations. Yes, you have to have build it as a skill and you can learn it as well. That is the see, most of the people think that, oh, that person is just confident, born confident, he's a born leader. But if you ask them, any leader, they would tell you that they had been doing what? Repetitions again and again and again. All right. So thank you so much for being with me today. And let me see, are there any? All right. I shall be back again with another live. Until then, you all have a wonderful day.